Dear Retail and Education team, dear all, I'm very happy to welcome you here. This is the Domaine de la Rose, the Domaine de la Rose by LANCôME. We are located in the south of France, near Grasse, a very well-known place for its savoir-faire in the tradition of ancient fragrances. We acquired this domain 2 years ago. It has turned into a marvelous place, and I hope very much that you will be able to discover it. This is your place, it belongs to you. Now we have a place which belongs to us at the brand, and I'm sure you will love it. LANCôME has been able to have great results. We are doing much better than the market. We are having a strong start since the beginning of the year. And this is because of you. This is because of your resilience, of your involvement and your strong commitment in the brand. And also this is because of the fact that you believe in the success of this brand. So bright days are coming. We have a great prosperity ahead of us. And what does this mean? It means that with this prosperity, LANCôME will have incredible results. We will be even stronger in terms of performance, but what we have to do also is be stronger in terms of purpose. And this is the reason of this domain here, because this domain is part of our program Caring Together for a Happier Tomorrow. It's part of our commitment into creating a better world with less impact on biodiversity, less impact on nature, and this is the whole purpose of this domain. So with this, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your commitment, for your incredible involvement, for your passion for the brand. I want to see you next year here in this place. I want to have the pleasure to welcome you here. And in the meantime, take great care of you. We're together. Thank you, merci, and à bientôt.
Dear countries, what a pleasure to have this opportunity to send you a message from Grasse in the middle of our new Domaine de la Rose. As you are all key members of our happy LAN community, this domain is also your home. A perfect place to reconnect with nature, and also a perfect place to feel and see the strong commitments that are at the heart of our brand. It was symbolically very important for us to send you these strong vibes from Grasse. And my last word goes to you. A big thank you. A thank you to all of you. You have all experienced tough times, but at the end, collectively, you've made it. Your resilience and adaptability have all inspired us. And I know that very soon we will be here all together. A big thank you, and please take care of yourself.
I'm so happy to welcome you in La Maison LANCôME, live from Grasse. It was so important for us to do something special, dedicated to retail and education teams in this marvelous place. As you know, positive beauty is our mindset. Pioneer your happiness is our signature. This place, this Maison de la Rose, perfectly embodies those two commitments.
So LANCôME has purchased this domain a year ago, and we are super proud because this is in fact a very exceptional heritage that we have, because it has been cultivated by more than 5 generations of local farmers in Grasse, which makes it a beautiful tradition that we as LANCôME really want to preserve and restore. But it is big, it has 10 acres, so we have been busy over the past 6 months restoring, replanting and renovating the estate. So next year we will be very happy to welcome all of you here in Grasse at the Domaine de la Rose.
This domain has been cultured or grown for many, many years without any pesticides or phytochemicals. It's organic, and it has been organic for almost 50 years. Here on the domain we have many different types of plants. Of course we have the centifolia rose, also called la rose de mai, which we will use for our perfumes at LANCôME. But we also have olive trees, irises, tuberose, which is a traditional plant used in perfumery, and soon we'll also have some jasmine. We're here in the south of France in the month of May, and this month is very special because this is where we harvest the centifolia rose that we also call la rose de mai. It's harvested only during the morning, very early before it gets too hot. And it's very important that we harvest it in the morning so it keeps all of its wonderful qualities. This rose is extremely fragile and is harvested every morning by hand. We're very lucky here in Grasse to have a very specific terroir. And this terroir is made of many different things. Of course, there's the soil, there's the temperature, the climate, and this has a profound impact on the roses. So the roses that are grown here are very specific and unique. And roses are a lot like wine. You know, when you grow a Chardonnay in the south of France or in another country, you will have a very different wine. And that comes also from many different things, from the soil, from the terroir, but also from the person who will grow these grapes. It's exactly the same thing with roses. We have a unique terroir, and with the hand of the people who grow them here, we have a unique rose. We have a unique ecosystem here. And instead of trying to do, I would say, regular agriculture, we try to do things a bit differently. And we try to preserve biodiversity. There are a lot of different ways where we can do this. And one of these ways is try to alternate different plant species. For example, in one of these fields that we have here, we have olive trees. So there are rows and rows of olive trees. But in between, we planted irises. And then we just let nature do what it does best and grow plants. And in between all of these olive trees and irises, we have lots and lots of poppies that we also call in French coquelicots. There's also something very specific about this wonderful domain, is that everything is cultured in terraces. These terraces are called in French restanques. And these are really important for biodiversity because in between all of these stones, there's a lot of different plants, insects, and small animals. Roses are extraordinary plants, and we can do lots of different things with all of the different parts of this plant. Of course, most people will use only the flower. We can use the flower, but we can also use the leaves and the wood. Rosewood is very interesting because actually it's a co-product and something that we call upcycling. Normally, rose bushes are cut in December and usually you just take the wood and you would burn it. Instead, we take it, we crush it, and we develop an active ingredient with this rosewood. So it's a perfect example of upcycling. As you've seen, this is an open laboratory with lots of different plants, from the centifolia rose to olive trees and irises. And soon there will be even more. But there's only one thing missing, and that is you. So next year, we're hoping that you will be able to join us here in Grasse.
As a leading brand at LANCôME, we commit to create a happier, more sustainable future for all through the power of care. This is how Caring Together for a Happier Tomorrow was born. And the quest for sustainability is now everywhere. Our environmental chapter, Bring the World to Bloom, commits to have a positive impact on biodiversity by 2030. And here, in Grasse, in the Domaine de la Rose, lies the living proof of our commitment. We cultivate roses in an organic and sustainable way. We use regenerative agricultural practices to create the best soil that grows the best roses. And we are already a shelter of biodiversity for many birds and other species. Because this is how we care, this is how we commit to create a better future for generations to come.
We have to treat our skins and our bodies like we treat nature, with responsibility and generosity. And it has already started with LANCôME, from here to all over the world for a happier tomorrow. We are ready to share a message of positive and responsible beauty, from ingredients to formulations, then to manufacturing and recycling. LANCôME is already engaged in this transformation path, and all together we will realize strong sustainability ambitions.
As you will discover La Maison de la Rose, I hope that you will already feel at home, because our intention is to invite you right here next year to our retail and education seminar so you can immerse yourselves into the domain, as La Maison de la Rose will be completed and open in spring 2022.
Together, let's make the LANCôME rose bloom in Grasse and all over the world. La Maison de la Rose belongs to you. This is our new place of happiness. This is your place of happiness. And we cannot wait to be here with you all together to celebrate beauty of LANCôME.
Stay safe and take good care of yourselves.
And all the people you love.
Until we meet again next year.
Together, let happiness reconquer the world.